This episode of Rambopra Radio is brought to you by Industrialist Brand. Head on over to industrialistbrand.com for all your combat sports apparel needs. Don't forget to use code GEN10 at checkout for a 10% discount on your next order. Once again, that's industrialistbrand.com.
Hit that ball!
Rambopra Radio with your host, Gen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fuck it! Jen is a warlord!
I'm fucking coming for you!
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now, yeah, it's a lot.
Oh, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambopra Radio. And as you can hear, I'm coming down with the sickness. Holy shit. So apparently there's just been so many things going on. Let me start off with this just in. Rambopra Radio is officially sponsored by Industrialist Brand. That's right, folks. Industrialistbrand.com, where we've got all of your activewear needs, primarily targeted towards jiu-jitsu, but you can wear these clothes for any activity if you'd like. If you're casual at home or you're about to hit the gym, please check out industrialistbrand.com. Use promo code GEN10 and save 10% off your orders. Please, friends, go to industrialist.com. This helps the show, and why not help yourself to some cool activewear? So, friends, as you can tell, I am coming down with the sickness, but I'm doing my best to give you guys a show because what the hell? Sickness waits for no one. Rambopra Radio must prevail. We must make it to the top. And speaking of making it to the top, it's time for Customers of the Week. Well, holy smokes, man. Oh, God. This lady, I mean, I've never seen, I've been doing this for 20 years. 20 years! And this lady was an absolute, complete mental patient. I mean, we're talking like just so erratic. And she was acting like somebody was dying, and I did my best to help her, but if you're going to be so emotional that you can't even provide me with information to help you, maybe you should shop at my work. Let's just keep it 100. So this lady comes running and she's like, I need help. Help me. And then, of course, my boss, she doesn't want to help her because she's all over the place. And so she passes her on to me, which fine. I don't care. I'll deal with it because I need material for the show. So I was like, yeah, I'll help her. No big deal. And so I'm like, hello, how can I help you? And she goes, I need milk thistle tea. I don't want pills. I need milk thistle tea. And I was like, okay, well, we're out of the tea. I do have the liquid extract, so it's concentrated, so you just add it to water and you drink it. You don't have to boil anything. You just drink it. No! I need the tea! I was like, okay, well, we can go to the tea aisle and I can show you. We don't have any. So we go to the tea aisle. She's like, oh my God, it's empty. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. I just told you we don't have any. We haven't had any. You're welcome to contact the company and see if they'll send you some because they ain't sending it to us. No, I need milk thistle tea. I'm like, okay, so for those of you who don't know, milk thistle is great for detoxifying the liver. But like I explained to many customers, what exactly are you putting in your body that you need to detoxify your liver? Because your liver does that on its own. So what junk, what filth are you putting in there that's causing your liver to short circuit? Let's think about that. I need milk, that's all. It's very important. I need milk, that's all. I'm like, okay, well, we don't have any. So, you're welcome to use the concentrate, which is going to be much more concentrated than the tea. No. I need you to find me some milk thistle right now. I was like, okay, well, we don't have any. And you don't want capsules. And clearly you don't want the liquid extract. So I guess this is the end of our conversation. She's like, no. I need milk thistle. I was like, okay. And then I was like, oh, look, here's a shopping cart full of teas. They had just delivered it. But I knew it wasn't on there because we haven't had any. And she's like, well, I need you to look through this whole basket and find me my tea. And I was like, okay. So I started looking and I said, yeah, it's not in here. And she goes, no, you didn't look hard enough. Look harder. And I was like, how do I look harder, ma'am? Can you explain this concept to me? How do I look harder? She's like, I know what's in here. She's like, go get me a basket and start taking all of this out. And I was like, ooh, are you my boss? Are you my boss? Man, that's the one thing I'm like, uh-oh. When someone tries to tell me how to do my job, well, this is definitely the end of the conversation. Oh my God. So I was like, yeah, sure. And then I just started grabbing the teas and putting them away while she was throwing them everywhere. And I was like, okay. She's like, you're really just going to take your time doing this? And I was like, I'm putting it away so we can find your tea that's not in the cart because I know this. She's like, where's your manager? I'm going to talk to your manager. And I was like, she's right there. The lady that passed you to me that didn't want to deal with you in the first place is right there. She's like, she has terrible customer service. I asked her to go get me a basket and start taking the teas out. And then she comes over and she's like, you know what? I'm just going to go look for the receipt from the delivery company and see if it's on there. I was like, cool, because I don't know where that is. I just put things on the shelf and educate people. I don't know about receipts. I don't know about delivery times. I don't know any of that stuff. So she's like, oh, she's a terrible customer service. Terrible. She would not help me at all. And she's like, actually, I sent her to you to help you. And she was helping you from what I saw. She's like, oh, this is ridiculous. I'm leaving. You guys need to get better customer service. I'm going to file a complaint with your corporate office. And she goes, that's fine. Have a nice day. And I was like, bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Good God. I've done everything I possibly can. I told you. It's not been here. It's a manufacturer out of stock. Company hasn't been sending it. We don't have it. What more would you like me to do other than offer you something that's the exact same thing that's already been done for you? You just drink it. But no, she wanted to boil it herself and drink that tea. So she left with nothing. So shortly after her was this annoying, oh God, this lady. This lady, I like to refer to her as Miss Swan. I don't know if y'all watched Mad TV in the 90s, but there was like an Asian lady named Miss Swan. And she talked like this. And she say, oh, you have bad nails. You're not so ugly. Do not come in my salon. Okay, bye-bye. So this Miss Swan lady, to a T. She's like, oh, hello. I need to find some B12. And I was like, oh, okay. You need B12? Perfect. Every time I help her, she wants to ask me something and then wants the full scientific breakdown of what the product is. And then after you explain everything to her, which takes about 5 to 10 minutes, she goes, well, I just got to ask my doctor. Okay, bye. So I was like, okay, here we go. She's like, oh, I need a vitamin B12. You have your B12? And I was like, yeah, we do. Here it is. Goodbye. She goes, no, wait. You can explain to me what it is. What it is? I don't know what it is. And I was like, oh God, here we go. I don't want to explain shit to you, bitch. You're just going to not take it. And you're just going to tell me you want all the information. And then you're going to go, I'm going to ask my doctor. And then you're going to go home and buy it on Amazon with the information I gave you. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. This is not going to work, Miss Swan. I'm on to you. She's like, so can you tell me what the B12 does? And I was like, oh, okay. So, yeah, it's good for energy during the day. And sometimes you sleep better at night. And, what's the difference between these B12 and that B12? This one has purple top. This one is black. This one yellow. What's the difference between these two? And I was like, they're all the same B12. These are just different flavors. Oh, different flavor? They all do same thing? I'm like, yes, they all do same thing. What else B12 good for? And I was like, that's a very good question. Maybe you should ask your doctor. I cut her off. I was like, I got shit to do, fam. I don't have time for this. Maybe you should ask your doctor. She's like, yeah. Well, I gotta ask my doctor. But I wanna know what you think is best. Yeah, what best one? Number one bestseller. Which one? I was like, this one here sells pretty good. This, let's say, lemon flavor. B12. I'm gonna ask my doctor, okay? Bye-bye. I was like, of course, bitch. Of course. Of course you're gonna ask your doctor. You do this every fucking time, and I don't want to help you anymore. It's been 20 years of this hell. Which one you think, bitch? Which one number one bestseller? Oh, the black one, the purple one, the red one, orange, yellow. I gotta ask my doctor. Okay. Fine, go ask your doctor. Matter of fact, don't come in here. Ask your doctor if he thinks it's a good idea. You should stop here since you don't know how to make up your fucking mind. Oh my god. Ugh. I can't with this lady. Ugh. It's just so annoying. Some current events. Well, on Tuesday of this week, I received my purple belt. That's right, folks. Yours truly is officially a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. That means, if you've been paying attention, I only need 2 more infinity stones and I will be a black belt. No, seriously. So I was definitely surprised because there are some things that I am still lacking. So I'm like, purple belt, what the hell? My guy, I'm terrible. But I guess from what I've learned is that, if you're comparing yourself to other students are different from you. Everybody's different. Everybody learns differently. Everybody's good at certain things. Some people are bad at other things. So, with purple belt, the reason why you're awarded the belts is because it's to show your progress. And so I didn't think that I deserved purple belt when I gave it to me. But then when I looked back, when I sat there and I thought about, oh man, I've got this purple belt, right? From the day I started to the day I got purple belt, I've definitely improved. I don't suck as bad. I still suck, but I'm not as bad. So that is progress. And comparing myself to other people that are much better than me and maybe either don't have a purple belt or maybe they do have purple belt or they have brown or they're even black, it doesn't make sense. So I've always kind of been like, I just, I need to do better. I'm not as good as everybody else. I need to do better. I need to study. I need to train. I need to do it. When in fact, receiving purple belt is exactly where my progress is at. I know enough that I'm not a white belt anymore because that's a beginner. I know enough that, I know a little bit more than a blue belt. So, but not all blue belts, are the same, like I'm saying. So, as far as my skill set at blue, receiving a purple belt just shows that, hey, I have definitely leveled up in my skills, and I'm not the same student that I was at white or blue. I have now acquired the skills to be a purple belt for my journey. So I have to kind of just train myself to be like, don't look at anybody else. Because, hey, listen, I get tapped out by blue belts all the time. I get tapped out by other purple belts, brown belts, black belts. I get tapped out all the time. But that's part of the process. You're learning. So I can say what has changed since I've gotten purple belt is that I'm starting to see techniques a little bit more clear because I've done certain ones so many times, and what everyone is telling me is that when you become purple belt, it's all about being proficient. The other PP, purple belt proficiency, and when you're a purple belt, you start to really dial in the techniques, and you start to see things. It's kind of crazy. I'm actually starting to see moves as they're happening. It's almost like it's slowed down. I don't know if it's because I got a purple belt. It's just placebo. That's 3 Ps. Purple belt, proficiency, placebo, PPP. But I just feel like something weird has happened because when I leave the gym, when I'm not at the gym, when I'm on my lunch break, when I'm at home, I'm studying tape. I'm watching all kinds of fighting tape. I'm studying. Because I feel like my body type, it's a little bit harder for me to pick up on techniques because I have some serious thighs. I have some big-ass thighs, and I can't bend like everybody else. So I have to do a little bit more extra work behind the scenes. And I feel like that extra work behind the scenes is starting to pay off, and my teacher noticed, and I was awarded a purple belt. So I am proud. So that's purple belt proficiency, placebo, proud. PPPPPPP. Maybe one too many PPs. But I am definitely happy. And this is like a new phase in my jiu-jitsu journey. And then, as you heard earlier, the homie hit me up and said, hey, my friend, he has this brand called Industrialist, and they make jiu-jitsu clothes, and he would like to sponsor you. And I said, wow, me, little old me, who's not exactly little. Chunky old me. So I was like, kind of like taken aback. I was like, wow, somebody actually wants to sponsor me. So for the next month, you will have access to the promo code Gen10, and I politely encourage you, if you can, to go buy something, anything, because the more people that use the promo code, the more that helps the show. So I'm just super excited to be working with Industrialist, and shout out to the homie Ray, who is the owner of Industrialist, and my also friend Aaron, who sometimes he makes designs for the company, and so they're good friends, and they thought, hey, this would be a good idea. You've been working hard. You just got your purple belt. Why don't we sponsor you? So I'm like, hell yeah. Why not? So, let's see what else is going on. Ooh. Well, friends, I think it's safe to say that last week when I talked to you guys about watching the show Expats on Amazon Prime, I had no idea that it was only going to be 6 episodes long. And so we've reached the season finale, and I'm like, what the fuck? Hey, yo, expats, where the hell is Gus? We still haven't found Gus. The show just ended, and I'm pretty pissed off. I wasted 6 hours, and I want my 6 hours back. Damn you, Nicole Kidman. Why did you do that to me? Apparently, she made this show called Expats. It's about her son who goes missing in Hong Kong. And, hey, we never got any solutions. We never really did any investigating. We just kind of ended the show. We're like, hey, so we're leaving Hong Kong. And then I'm like, whoa. We can't just leave Hong Kong. Where's Gus? Did we at least find the body? Is there a death certificate? Is Gus still out there? I'm like, I'm treating Gus like Castaway. Wilson, Wilson, where are you? Gus, where are you? So I'm like, God damn it. Are we ever going to find Gus? I'm not staying around from season 2. I just need to know, is Gus alive or not? I'm so pissed off. God damn it. Oh man, terrible show. I politely encourage you not to watch that show unless you like torture. Friday, I watched the Bob Marley movie, One Love. And I watched it with my friend Dave and Stephanie, and oh my God, this movie is amazing. I don't know how it got such terrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe my dad works at Rotten Tomatoes. Because, he hates Bob Marley. And I got to the solution of that. So I told my parents, I said, oh man, I went and saw One Love, and you feel good. It's inspiring, and you get to see, the good stuff. You get great views of Jamaica. It's like a little Jamaican tour and great music. And, it's Bob Marley. And when you hear Bob Marley, you just feel good. How do you feel bad when you listen to Bob Marley? I kept telling my dad, I said, don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. And then he rolls his eyes at me and goes, Jenny, listen. Jenny, how can you be into this Bob Marley? He is an entertainer. He was not a true Rastafarian. He did this for the money. How come he didn't go and live off the land if he was a true Rastafarian? He lived in a house. He didn't go live off the land like real Rastafarians. I'm from Jamaica, Jenny. That's what they did. Rastafarians are very poor. They do not believe in worldly possessions. And Bob Marley was very rich. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. I was like, okay, Dad, listen. When you make music, if he's such an entertainer, then he's going to be compensated for his entertainment. So you can't fault him for spending the money how he wanted to spend his money. It's up to him. He's like, no, Jenny, true Rastafarians do not keep any worldly possessions. They live off the land. I am from Jamaica. I know. Bob Marley was very rich and traveled all over the world. And I was like, oh boy, here we go. So I was like, okay, so you're telling me that he's not a true Rastafarian? No, he is not. I said, Dad, how do you know? I said, his relationship between Emperor Selassie and I Bomba Clot. His relationship between the powers above is between him and Bob Marley. And it's like, in your opinion, you think he's not a true Rastafarian? And man, as soon as I said, in your opinion, he goes, no, Jenny, no. I am from Jamaica. I live there. True Rastafarians are poor. They live off the land. They do not keep any worldly possessions, including money. He was a phony. Bob Marley's a phony. I was like, oh my God. And I said, well, if he's such a phony, then how come he made everybody feel good? I said, his music touched a lot of lives. It brought peace to Jamaica. And he goes, really? He brought peace to Jamaica? Show me. And I said, here's the picture. I said, they're playing real concert footage in the movie. He goes, oh. He's like, he brought peace for a moment. Look at Jamaica now. People are still killing each other. And I said, Dad, people have been killing each other for centuries. The difference is that Bob spread love and light and joy to people. And that calms people down. That makes people relax. People hit a spliff. And he goes, oh no. Oh boy, marijuana. Rastafarians and their marijuana. And I said, aha, see? Bob Marley's a Rastafarian. But I said, listen, at the end of the day, whether you like weed or not, I said it was the message. The message he brought to people through his music touched so many lives. And like the movie said, is that Bob Marley's memory will live on forever. And that's true. And it's true because his music lives on. As long as somebody's listening to a Bob Marley song, somebody else will hear that and be like, whoa, what's that? I remember the first time I heard One Love and I was like, wow, I feel good, you know? Or, what's another one I like? Three Little Birds. Ooh, I love Three Little Birds. And I just, you just feel good. And why hate on that? Celebrate the goodness that is Bob Marley. Whether you agree with his policies or smoking weed. My dad said, oh, he had affairs with women. That's not Rastafarian. And I said, Dad, people make mistakes. That doesn't make them any less of a Christian or a Rastafarian or a Buddhist or a monk than anyone else. I said, it's what's in your heart. It's what's in your heart that matters, and if you're helping people out, you're not hurting them, then I say, keep doing what you're doing. Keep up the spirit of one love and spread that around with everyone you meet. And so when I left the theater, I was feeling really good. The sun was shining. The weather was sweet. Beautiful clouds, clear blue sky. And I was walking and I was feeling good. And I was like, oh man, just even the smile. And I know it was Bob Marley's grandson that played Bob Marley. And just the smile was like identical to Bob Marley. And just seeing that smile, I was like, oh man, I feel good. And, oh man, I feel good. And then as I started to cross the street, some complete psychopath tried to run me over in the crosswalk. And I was like, what the hell? And then to top it off, she tried to make it seem like it was my fault. And I was like, excuse me, I'm a pedestrian. I have the right of way. You're supposed to yield. And she like throws her hands up at me. And I was just like, I shook my head. I was like, wow, you need to go watch One Love, lady. You don't have enough love in your heart. I will buy you a free ticket, lady. You need to go inside and sit down and watch One Love and calm down. Because you're all riled up about running me over in the crosswalk. She almost ran me over. And I was like, dude, what's your deal, lady? Three Little Birds sit on my doorstep. Oh my God. I was like, wow. And I was like, you know what? Don't worry about a thing. Because every little thing is gonna be all right. I was like, whatever, lady. Keep that attitude away from me. I'm going to go over here and keep practicing my One Love. So I felt good. And I'm still feeling good thinking about how good that movie is. And I politely encourage you to go see One Love. Because it's definitely worth it. The last movie I saw at the theater was Spider-Man. So it was nice to watch a documentary about things that actually happened and that are inspiring. So I highly recommend One Love, and I politely encourage you to go see it. And if you've already seen it, hats off to you. Okay, let's see. My UFC picks are Abdul Karim Al-Shawedi, Ludwig Klein, Claudio Ribeiro, Javid Barsarat, Vincenzo Oliveira, Eric Anders, Matt Schnell, Umar Nurmagomedov, Muhammad Mokaev, Tyson Pedro, and Jairzinho Rozenstruik. All right, folks, those are my motherfucking UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me, who cares? Let's watch some fucking fights. All right, friends, I'm going to go lay down before I get even sicker. But before I go, please like, share, and subscribe to Rambo Per Radio, RamboPerRadio.com. Get all your Rambo Per merch. And then also, please check out industrialistbrand.com for all your active wear, your jiu-jitsu clothes, your casual clothes, your gym go lifting clothes, your chilling at home clothes. Industrialistbrand.com. They have stellar material. This is why, I've purchased a lot of jiu-jitsu clothes from other different brands, and I've paid 3 times the price, and the stuff was falling apart. Industrialist has high quality materials and threads built to last. Please go check out Industrialist Brand for all your high quality active wear. www.industrialistbrand.com. Promo code GEN10. Join the revolution. All right, folks, I will talk to you next week. This is Rambo Per Radio. I'm out. Peace.
This episode of Rambopra Radio is brought to you by Industrialist Brand. Head on over to industrialistbrand.com for all your combat sports apparel needs. Don't forget to use code GEN10 at checkout for a 10% discount on your next order. Once again, that's industrialistbrand.com.